6:30 a.m. Thursday the 31st of July. We're at Wreck Beach on Great Keppel Island. Probably feeling a bit wrecked this morning because it was a bit of a rolling night last night. Lots of boats in here trying to shelter from the sou'west that eventually did come through. But yeah, it was pretty rolly. And we are heading north to Port Clinton today, so it should be a run of about 42 nautical miles. There's already been about 7 or 8 boats leave since I've been up at 6 o'clock this morning. Everyone's heading north. This is what it's like on our way from GKI through to Port Clinton. Although we will probably make Blue Pearl Bay because it's a bit more protected from the southerlies, which we've got coming up. We're on a heading of 337. We are in 25 metres of water, doing a speed of 5 knots. Sea temp is 20.9, 21 degrees. And we have 9.6 knots of wind. That's the course we are taking through to Port Clinton. This is what it looks like on board. We've got the mainsail up and we've also got a tiny bit of the head sail up. Getting along pretty good. Yep.
You hang on to this.
Yep.
Stuff on the boat here.
Okay. What's happening there, Captain?
Oh, another fish gone, another lure gone.
What sort of fish did you have on this time?
Tuna, definitely the big one.
Yeah.
Nearly got it into the boat.
See it over there?
Oh,
Cockpit cam. Testing it out.
notice sailing again.
No, the sailing, the story of our lives. So we've anchored in beautiful Pearl Bay, which is just north of Port Clinton. It is really protected from southerlies, which is what we have at the moment, and they're going to get a little bit stronger. And the most amazing thing about this bay is that when I spin back around, you'll see there's a little island over here. So it's also protected from the swells, which are coming more from the east. I think the captain's still reminiscing about fish number 2 that got away. He's a little bit down. I told him that 3rd time lucky in terms of fishing. Anyway, our little dinghy is out the back here, all ready to go ashore. There's the captain, just consoling himself. Can you believe all of this sits at the back of the military range live firing? Do not enter. Now that is so tempting. Friday the 1st of August, and it's a rainy day at Pearl Bay. So what do we do on a rainy day? Bit of navigation planning.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done a bit of painting. Been inspired by the local scene. Right there. Saturday the 2nd of August and we are still in Pearl Bay. Had 2 days here. Yesterday was a bit of a rainy day, so we just stayed on the boat, watched some music, did some painting, Greg did some maintenance. But today we've got a really good southwest wind blowing, so we are off to Supply Bay, which is about 30 nautical miles north of here. Protected little anchorage from the southwesters. Southwesters meant to get up to about 25 knots today, so we'll need that protection. It is still cool here. I can't believe that I'm going to be in the wet Sundays and wearing a beanie and all my warmest winter gear. Goodbye, Pearl Bay. Heading out, beautiful little islands that have protected us from the little bit of swell over the last couple of days. Heading north, which is that way, out east. Pretty calm day, but the forecast is for stronger winds once we get out and about, so probably gusts up to about 25 knots. Doesn't look like it at the moment, but it could happen. Beautiful little place here, so sheltered and protected. We've had a great departure from Pearl Bay. We're sailing pretty much straight away. Got both sails up on 12 knots of wind straight from the southwest, which is hitting us exactly where it should to make us get along at about 5 knots. Here's some of the little islands off Pearl Bay. And we've got cockpit cam working today, so there should be lots of footage of what goes on inside here in the engine room. Going there. 9.2. Whereabouts is the creek?
Right there.
Right.
Is that what he asked the ETA for, the creek? Or,
The creek.
Oh,
Yeah, not the final
right.
destination.
Okay.
So this is part of the handover.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he wants to know what time we'll be at the
Yeah.
creek, so we can hand over. Fishing line out. Third time lucky today.
Yeah.
We've got it down pat. Coast Guard Thurston South, Coast Guard Thurston South, Coast Guard Thurston South. It's La Fiesta, La Fiesta, La Fiesta, over.
La Fiesta, Coast Guard Thurston Sound.
Coast Guard Thurston Sound, we are on a passage from Pearl Bay through to Supply Bay. We are just at the Island Creek and we've been asked to log on with you by Coast Guard YouTube, so just doing so, over.
Romeo, you said you're a bit of a Island Creek. Sorry, where are you heading?
We are heading to Supply Bay, over.
Idle.
This is Island Creek, or Island Head Creek. I'll have to check out which one it is. It's pretty safe anchorage. It's about 10 nautical miles north of Pearl Bay, which is where we were last night. But we are up there. I'll show you later. There's a boat there just coming in.
Across the
And-
sandbar.
Yeah, across the sandbar. And the wind is coming directly from the south, which is that away. And you've got the effect of wind over tide. So you can see that that boat is not pointing into the wind. That's because the incoming tide is pointing the boat into the tide rather than the wind. So it can make it a bit uncomfy. So it's nearly high tide now, but there's only low tides at the moment, low highs. But in high tides, spring tides, this would be underwater. Here's the sun setting on another day. Here is beautiful Pinetrees Point, and that's La Fiesta at an open roadstead anchorage off Pinetrees Point. Just panning back around and looking all the way back down to Island Head. Here's my personal water taxi coming to get me. This is a close-up of the sun setting on Pinetrees Point. So this is protecting us from the westerly winds that we got hammered in today. Greg's just walking up to some debris on the beach. I'm not sure what it is. Let's go find out. Fishing net ball. It's massive. Wow. The local garbage tip. Unfortunately, in little areas like this, the sea brings the garbage in. More plastic garbage tucked away in this little corner of paradise, unfortunately.
Take this along to the swap and go.
Swap and go. Gas bottle. Right, we're good for the swap and go. Sunday the 3rd of August, and we are anchored up really nicely at Pinetrees Point, which has provided great protection.
Go this way.
The girls.
No one comes down.